struggling with these things in the first place. Many of the people I'd spoken to had devised intricate ways to sync their calendars, divide up household responsibilities, and balance their careers. Yet they rarely had a conversation about deeper psychological and social forces, by which I mean their struggles for power and control, the roles they expected each other to play in their shared lives, their personal hopes and fears, and the collective expectations of what defines a good relationship and career that exerted a powerful influence on them. While couples may not talk much about them, these deeper psychological and social forces influence the way they relate and decisions they make. They push and pull on people's behaviour and on the shape of their relationship. At times, such as during the transitions this book focuses on, these forces can seem overwhelming and inescapable. At others, they are just a gentle stream that carries couples along. People can be very aware of some of these forces, but others remain implicit or even unconscious. Through my research, I found that if couples don't address them, those forces can hold them back and lead them down a path of conflict. If couples understand and work with them, however, they can ease their practical challenges and help them thrive. Beyond dividing the chores. My aim in writing this book is to move beyond the practicalities and provide a greater understanding of the psychological and social forces underlying the challenges that dual-career couples face. I also show how thinking and talking about these forces can help couples be more successful and fulfilled in love and work. 5 years ago, I set out to lift the lid on the lives of dual-career couples, to understand not just when and why couples struggle, but also when and why couples thrive, and to develop, based on this understanding, a more nuanced approach to guiding couples on how to make their lives work for them. I started my research with a simple question: how can dual-career couples thrive in their love and work? At the beginning of my inquiry, I naively assumed that couples struggled early in their relationships, then at some point figured out how to fit their love and work together in a way that let them travel through their lives more or less smoothly. The further I got into the research, the more clouded the picture became. There were struggles throughout couples' working lives, which meant that they had to revisit how their relationship and careers fit together more than once. As I interviewed more couples, the fog began to lift. I noticed similarities between their struggles. Moreover, I saw that these struggles were predictable across a couple's life together. I discovered that dual-career couples face 3 transitions during their working lives. Each required couples to face different challenges, and each, if well navigated, renewed their relationship and took it to a deeper level. Mapping out these transitions helped me to understand the challenges that dual-career couples face in a new way. It revealed the psychological and social forces that drove the challenges: life events, conformity pressures, role changes. It also taught me how thinking and talking about these forces can help couples thrive in love and work, avoiding regrets, imbalance, and slowly drifting apart. The result is this book, a portrait of what dual-career couples' lives are really like, and a guide to making them better. The rise of dual-career couples. Before we dig in, it's important to recognise that being in a dual-career couple relationship is now the norm. In more than 65% of couples in North America and Europe, both partners work, a number that grows every year. Even in countries like Japan, where the proportion of dual-career couples is lower, the trend is consistently upwards. One obvious reason for this trend is economics. In today's expensive and uncertain world, having 2 salaries helps couples cope with the ever-increasing cost of living and provides a financial safety net should one partner be laid off. But economic necessity is only part of the picture. Across the globe, couples are becoming more egalitarian. Men and women increasingly define a meaningful life as having a good career and having active roles at home. And although it is less often talked about, there is mounting evidence that couples reap benefits when both partners work and dedicate themselves to home life. When one partner has a stable income, the other has more freedom to retrain, explore alternative paths, and make career changes. Taking the plunge to become an entrepreneur, for example, is much more palatable when you know your partner's salary will cover the bills. Research also shows that when both partners work, they have a greater respect for each other's careers, which leads them to feel closer emotionally. At home, when both partners are active, their children and their relationship benefit. Kids have better social skills and higher academic results when both their parents play with them and help out with homework